The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides a state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from Rag Drive to the legendary water in Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Iowa State at Iowa is going to be a marquee matchup this year. The Cy-Hawk Trophy is at stake, and as you know, this is one of the top in-state rivalries in all of college football. The Cyclones came out on top last year, but they lost their quarterback in the transfer portal. We will see if this refurbished Iowa team is able to make some noise here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Could not make his way to the corner.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to take off. Got the first down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also...
There's a crease. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. On first down, it's Malton again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Hayes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes second and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From from the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll go right back to the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion in, run the football and be more physical.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. There's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Takes the easy completion. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rayner. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way, and when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and people in Iowa, they just love football, and this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us.
He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Touchdown, Iowa State! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point is good. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Malton. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. trying to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Line getting set on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now the play fake. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rush is on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Caught up with the Cyclones head coach coming out of the locker room. Coach has asked his team in the locker room at the half to get back in control of this game. They are so excited to be playing in this rivalry matchup, a game they won the last time these two teams met. But right now, on the road, they have got to be sharp and focused, make sure execution is a priority here to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things feel here from the sideline when we come back. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Hands it off. Can't get him to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. They'll give it on the counter. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, 4th and short from the 44. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab over the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're going to run it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Rayner. He's got him, and he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And he's incomplete on 3rd down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to rise to the end zone. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Moulton. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give running right, it's Kamari. And he's dragged down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Working a little foot magic. Sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff for Malton. Fights off a defender. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. On first down, it's Malton again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single running back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's a give to Malton. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Kamari again. Could be an alley. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Keeps looking downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
Got his man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Here's the heat. Here's the pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He lost one down the sideline. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll set up to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Handoff from Alton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. There's some room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Moulton. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kamari again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given him the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Connection to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down, 10 yards to go. They want to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Boyd. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. To the air, it's Rayner. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking for the score! And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Here's the situation. First they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Well, they've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next week.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, I guess yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school.